Good evening, everyone, and welcome into WTAP Sports. I'm Andrew Knoll. The college football season is beginning its home stretch. The West Virginia University Mountaineers sit at 4-5 with 3 games left. It's a time that head coach Neal Brown says will define the team's season. Today, Brown met with the media for his weekly news conference. The Mountaineers are coming off a 31-24 win over Big 12 opponent Cincinnati. The WVU defense helped the team score 17 of those points off of turnovers. Brown says the special teams played well, but Brown adds offensively that the team was just not good.
Just real simple, it just wasn't good enough. Not pleased with how we played. Too many errors and just lack of discipline, fundamental stuff. We only played 42 snaps, countable snaps, which is unique. I think we played more than that in a half. Actually, I know we have. We played more than that in a half.
The Mountaineers will face the Baylor Bears this Saturday in Morgantown. That game kicks off at 4 p.m. During his news conference today, Neal Brown said senior quarterback Garrett Green did practice today, but that he is not answering who will start behind center. One Mountaineer football player came away with conference honors after Saturday's win against the Bearcats. Defensive back Anthony Wilson Jr. has been named as one of this week's Defensive Players of the Week. Wilson recorded 11 tackles, including 6 solos and an interception returned 79 yards for a touchdown in Saturday's game versus Cincinnati. That was his first pick six since November 2022. In Columbus, the Ohio State Buckeyes are coming off a big win against the Purdue Boilermakers. Ohio State won the game 45-0 at the Horseshoe Saturday. It was a big day for Buckeye quarterback Will Howard. He finished 21 of 26 for 260 yards and 3 touchdowns, earning him the Big Ten's Offensive Player of the Week honors. Howard and the 8-1 Buckeyes hit the road this weekend to take on the Northwestern Wildcats. High school football playoffs are in full gear in West Virginia and Ohio. Starting in Ohio, here in the Mid-Ohio Valley, the Fort Fry Cadets continue their playoff march. Fort Fry is coming off a round 2 win against rival Waterford Friday night, 29-26. The Cadets advance this Friday to week number 3 of the playoffs. Fort Fry will be facing the Grandview Heights Bobcats. That game kicks off at 7 Friday evening at Chieftain Stadium in Logan, Ohio. In West Virginia on Sunday, representatives of 48 teams in 3 classes came to the WVSSAC offices in Parkersburg to find out when they would be playing. We begin with the Class 4 playoff bracket as the Parkersburg Big Reds are making their 2nd straight postseason appearance. The Big Reds finished the regular season with a 4-6 record, and they are the number 16 seed in the Class 4A playoffs. They will start their playoff run with a trip to Jefferson, who ended their season with a record of 7-3 and a 6-game winning streak. That game will be played Friday night at 7 p.m. Head coach Matt Kimes talks about the biggest keys to his team advancing in the postseason.
The biggest thing for us is defensively, we got to stop people's run game. We've had trouble with that most of the season. Offensively, we got to take care of the football. So those are the 2 big things for us. When we have taken care of the football, we've been pretty good on offense. So as long as we don't beat ourselves, we're sound in the kicking game, and we tackle well, we do all those things, we'll give ourselves a chance to win.
The Parkersburg South Patriots have made it to the playoffs for the 4th consecutive year. They finished the regular season with a record of 5-5 and will be the 9th seed in Class 4A. They will head to Charleston to face another Patriots team in George Washington, who ended with a 7-3 record. That game will also kick off on Friday at 7 p.m. Head coach Nathan Tanner understands how tough George Washington is, but he believes his players will be up for the challenge.
You know, they finished 7-3, I believe, and they got a veteran coaching staff, so they're going to be coached up, and they always have good athletes and good size up front. So I'm sure we'll have our hands full, but I feel like throughout the year our kids have been extremely battle tested, and I think especially after last Friday night, our kids are going to come out extremely hungry to play this week.
In the Class AA bracket, the Williamstown Yellow Jackets are searching for a 3rd straight state championship. They ended their regular season with a record of 8-2, and they come in as the number 4 seed in Class AA. They will be at home taking on Clay County, who finished with a record of 7-3 and a 3-game winning streak. They will play Friday night at 7 p.m. Head coach Chris Beck gives his thoughts on what his team needs to improve on heading into the playoffs.
We need to do a better job of making plays when the opportunities are presented to us, both defensively and offensively. That jump ball, go get it, that block, get on it. There's certain points in games when you're playing good teams that there'll be a dozen or so plays where it'll be kind of a 50-50 play. Who's going to make those plays? And we need to get our guys to start making more of those plays.
In the Class Single A bracket, the St. Mary's Blue Devils are back in the postseason. They finished their regular season with a record of 4-6, but they capped it off with a dominant home victory against the Ravenswood Red Devils. They are the 14th seed and will be heading to Hamilton to take on undefeated Tucker County. That game will kick off on Friday at 7 p.m. Head coach Jody Moat and his team are getting the chance to compete in the playoffs, but Moat also has a strong opinion on the process in getting to this point.
I hope, for the state of West Virginia, this is very embarrassing, and I don't have money, I don't have political clout, but people that do, they need to get this corrected because it's hurting student athletes, and it's embarrassing.
On the basketball court, the West Virginia women's basketball team started the season 1-0. The Mountaineers beat up on the Niagara Purple Eagles 110-141 Saturday in Morgantown. With the win, WVU is up to the number 15 spot in the first edition of the AP Top 25 women's basketball poll. Today, that's up one spot from number 16 in the preseason poll and the Mountaineers' highest ranking since 2018. The Mountaineers are back on the court tomorrow night as they renew the backyard brawl against Pitt. The Ohio State women's team also comes in these rankings at number 12. Well, tonight's sports poll question asks you who you think will win the NFL Monday Night Football game tonight. Will it be the Miami Dolphins or the Los Angeles Rams? Vote in the sports section of WTAP.com. Phyllis, that'll do it for sports.
Thank you, Andrew. When we come back, Kirk has one last look at the forecast.